When retirement is 1 year away, watch the office change. One day you are invisible. The next, you are a company treasure. This is the retirement countdown, when the organization suddenly remembers you exist, not because you announced anything, but because someone in HR did the math. Here is how companies bargain with your last year, why the system always panics too late, and 3 rules to survive it. The signals arrive early. It begins with a coffee delivered to your desk. You did not request it. The colleague who brings it has never spoken to you. They smile, nod, and leave. 2 days later, a manager stops by. They compliment your institutional memory. You have worked here 11 years. This is the first compliment. Then come the questions. Do you remember how we used to do the quarterly reports? What was the name of that vendor from 2014? Why does the billing system reboot on Tuesdays? Suddenly, your presence is no longer routine. It is historical. It is archival. You are being treated like a museum exhibit that might close soon. The invitations follow. A calendar request appears with no agenda, just a subject line. Mentorship coffee, Wally. The sender is someone 3 levels below you. You have never mentored anyone. You accept the meeting. They do not show up. Then the big one arrives. A 2-hour calendar block. The subject, legacy planning, Wally. No context, no attachments. The attendee list includes HR, your manager's manager, and someone from communications you have never met. You have not announced retirement. You have not hinted at it. But the company has done the math, and the company is now worried. The company solves problems with titles. If you might leave, they promote the title. Not the role, not the pay, just the title. HR arrives with a glossy new business card, embossed lettering, premium stock. It reads, Senior Strategic Legacy Enablement Lead. Your phone number has not changed. Your email has not changed. The desk is the same desk. The mug that says World's Hardest Worker is still there. The hard hat is still on the shelf. But now you have a title that sounds like a corporate yoga instructor. 2 days later, there is a party. A cake. The frosting reads, Congratulations on your next chapter. You did not tell anyone about a next chapter. There is applause, balloons. Someone from marketing takes a photograph. You stand in the center, holding the mug. The caption reads, Celebrating Wally's incredible journey. Then comes the email to the entire staff. The subject, Recognizing Our Leaders. The body describes your legacy and invaluable institutional knowledge, written by someone who has never asked you a single question. It includes a stock sunset photo and a quote you did not say. They present a plaque, polished wood, brass plate, engraved, in recognition of decades of service. You have worked here 11 years, not decades. The plaque does not fit on your desk. You place it on the floor. The hard hat remains on the shelf. The work remains exactly the same. You open the same files, run the same reports, attend the same meetings. The only difference is that now, when you do it, people watch and take notes. For 11 years, the company has called this tribal knowledge. What they mean is, Wally knows how it works, and nobody wrote it down. The billing process is 12 steps involving 3 systems, 2 of which are supposed to be retired. Wally knows the exact order. He knows the customer code must be entered in all caps. He knows the submit button must be clicked twice. He has done this 260 times. No one has ever asked him to write it down. The server reboots every Tuesday at 3. Not scheduled, not documented. It just happens. Wally saves his work at 2:55. He knows the system freezes for exactly 4 minutes. He has known this for 6 years. He has mentioned it twice. No one wrote it down. The vendor contact is Gary. Gary only responds to emails sent on Tuesdays between 10 and 11. Wally schedules his supply requests accordingly. This information exists nowhere except in Wally's calendar habits. The label maker is in the third drawer, a 2008 model using thermal tape the company no longer orders. Wally has a stockpile under his desk. No one else knows how to load the tape or which settings produce readable labels. All of this lives in a drawer labeled How This Actually Works, 10 minutes. Inside are printed instructions, step-by-step guides, screenshots. The drawer has been there 4 years. No one has ever opened it. Now colleagues arrive with notebooks. They ask Wally to explain. Wally opens the drawer and hands them the instructions. They do not read them. Instead, they ask Wally to walk them through it. He does. They write in the notebooks, "Ask Wally." They nod, thank him, and leave. The drawer remains untouched. Leadership presents the succession plan. 52 slides, beautifully formatted. The title? Future Ready Knowledge Continuity, a strategic approach to legacy transition. Wally's responsibilities will be divided among 3 people. Person A handles client communications. Person B manages reporting. Person C oversees vendors. The deck includes an org chart, a Gantt timeline, and a color-coded risk matrix. It does not include the billing sequence, the server reboot, or Gary's Tuesday window. Person A checks their phone. Person B stares at the ceiling. Person C nods but has not brought a pen. Wally sits in the back with a printed copy. In the margins, he has written notes. This folder does not exist. This requires the label maker. Gary only responds on Tuesdays. The executive does not ask for feedback. The margin notes are not read. There is applause. The plan is approved. 2 weeks later, Person A, B, and C arrive at Wally's desk asking where the billing folder is. They see the printed instructions. They close the drawer. They ask Wally to show them anyway. He explains the all-caps code, the double-click, the Tuesday reboot. They write, "Ask Wally." Rule 1. Document the work before the company panics. Record a 10-minute screen walkthrough. Save it where the next person can find it. Shared drive, clear folder name, team wiki. Label it simply. How to process billing. No jargon. This protects the work you built without making you its permanent caretaker. Rule 2. Turn gestures into terms. They will offer a plaque and a cake. Do not accept gestures. Negotiate terms. Define the handover period in writing. How many weeks? Which hours? Which methods of contact? What happens after? A plaque is not a plan. Get it in writing. Rule 3. Protect your legacy without becoming the unpaid emergency hotline. Share what matters. Transfer the knowledge. Train the replacement. But set the boundary. After the handover, you are not on call. You are not the backup. If they did not prepare, that is their failure, not yours. Make it clear in writing before you leave. The succession plan is complete. The Gantt chart is green. Person A, B, and C have been assigned roles. The margin notes have been ignored. The billing process remains undocumented. Gary's Tuesday window remains unknown. Leadership congratulates itself on successful knowledge transfer. Wally will be informed shortly. Except Wally never announced his retirement.